Justice for all, the saying goes. Americans of our own time, minorities and majorities, Americans all alike, need the continued guidance that the Voting Rights Act provides. We have come a long way, but more needs to be done. Elijah Cummings. There's this debate about allowing felons who have paid their crimes the right to vote. Voting, as we know it, is a right. It is an essential part of the American experience. There are current advocacy groups fighting for the right of former felons to vote. Voting is a constitutional right that should not be infringed upon. The US Constitution originally allowed only white men with property the right to vote. Later, the Constitution was amended to give women the right to vote. Susan B. Anthony, during the suffrage movement, was asked, "Is the right to vote one of the privileges of citizenship?" Her response was, "It is not only one of them, but one without which all others are nothing." Later, the vote was given to the African American, but only after Martin Luther King died did the right to the African American to vote come about. In 1965, President Lyndon B. Johnson signed into law the Voting Rights Act. There are initiatives currently advocating for the rights to felon to vote in Florida. John Legend is one of those advocates who is endorsing voting rights for former felons. The initiative in Florida is calling for an amendment to Florida's constitution to allow former felons to vote. The Fourth Amendment, if passed in Florida, would allow for over 4 million disenfranchised voters the right to vote. These are non-offenders, non-violent offenders. So felons who have completed their sentences, probation, should have their place in society restored. Isn't that what justice is all about? Further, allowing a former felon the right to vote will help them to be reintroduced into society. Isn't that what we want? Voting is a right. It is unethical and un-American to continue to punish a felon who has completed their sentences and complied with all of their requirements. Thank you.